I'm going to read a couple of poems here about the late great Rinty Monaghan. This first one's called Down by the Dockside. The author's unknown here. Come all ye gallant Irishmen and listen to my song. It's all about a fighting man and I won't detain ye long. His name was Rinty Monaghan. He came from Sailortown and back in 1947 he took the flyweight crown. I watched them fight with left and right, each man as hard as steel. I saw them fight for coppers there down in the chapel field. There was fighting Johnny Bison and bomber Billy Brown, but most of all I do recall the lad from Sailortown. It was down in Sailortown he learned his fighting trade, to hold his fists up like a man and never be afraid. Then came the night we'd waited for down in the Ulster Hall. He defeated Bunty Dorn, the toughest of them all. He then set out for London town, his fortune to seek there. He challenged England's champions to fight him if they dare. The gambling men all laughed and laughed, they led him 4-1. But there weren't so many laughing when the fighting it was done. Then he challenged Maurice Sanderyan to fight him for the crown. He caught young Rinty in the third and laid him on the ground. The blood was flowing from his eye and dripping from his nose. The referee had counted 9 before young Rinty rose. He danced his way from danger, then with punches strong and fast, and soon we were all wondering how Sanderyan could last. Then Rinty threw a mighty blow like a shot fired from a gun, and the paddies, they were cheering, for the battle had been won. 3 times he defended his title, and 3 times young Rinty won, and Irish eyes were smiling was the song that Rinty sung. He retired unbeaten and never lost the crown. We'll remember Rinty Monaghan, the lad from Sailortown. This one here is from George McKenna. It's called Rinty. The hips they were slender, the shoulders wide, with a wee bit of weight that he couldn't hide. But still erect and jaunty of stride, 'twas yesterday's hero, Rinty. Tight fitting jerkin, zipped up to the chin, pressed pants, shiny shoes, everything neat and trim. Little chains from the time he had battled to win the world's crown for Belfast and Rinty. Ask the young ones, they may not know, but ask their elders who years ago stole the thunder at every show, they'll tell you it was Rinty. Yes, the young don't know, they haven't heard, but once his name was a household word, whose fist spelled trouble for all who dared to share the ring with Rinty. Good men and brave men, men of skill, tried hard for his flyweight title until they were handed a ticket to Sleepyville, a 4-penny one from Rinty. The best of his weight all had their chance, but rings around them he would prance to win, and then we'd have a song and dance from imitable Rinty. His fame blazed forth like a beacon lamp, with a legion of fans to cheer and stamp for Belfast's own world flyweight champ, the one and only Rinty. He quit the game whilst he still wore his crown, took his leave from the ring he had graced with renown. Even hard-bitten fight fans choked the tears down when we said goodbye to Rinty. From sports page headlines he had sunk, didn't stay too long and become punch drunk. While I in boxing's yard of junk, that's not for me, said Rinty. My song and dance act will still be the same. I still have some fun at the old snooker game. And if you face me at poker, you're only to blame, yourself if you're skint, said Rinty. The years may roll on, but time can't erase the memories you've left of the ring and the stage. On behalf of the fans who belong to that age, many thanks for the memories, Rinty. Rinty held 6 titles. He won the Northern Ireland title against Bunty Dorn. He won the Irish title against Joe Collins. He won the European title against Maurice Sanderyan. He won the European version of the world title against Dado Marino, and eventually unified the world title along with the British title and the Empire title against Jackie Patterson. He retired unbeaten and undefeated. Thank you. I forgot to say, there's another poem that Rinty's in. The poem is actually about the great boxer from York Street, Tommy Stewart. And Tommy fought Rinty 3 times. He actually had a win over Rinty, and Rinty broke his hand against Tommy Stewart. If you go to Boxing History in the Ulster Hall, Part 2, you'll hear the great poet John Campbell recite the poem. It's wonderful. I really strongly recommend you do that. It's a wonderful poem and a wonderful tribute to the great Tommy Stewart. I'm a great nephew of Rinty. My granny, Sarah, was Rinty's eldest sister, and she married Harry Macaulay, who was one of Rinty's main sparring partners, my granda, and was also Northern Ireland area champion in a very, very tough era. Rinty's era, when everybody was at boxing. I was ABA senior champion myself. Whole history of boxing, it's ingrained in the family. And my son went to the Commonwealth Games. My father also won a lot of Irish titles. But we're very proud of Rinty's the daddy of them all. He tops us all, you know. Our achievements pale in comparison. And we're all very proud of Rinty. And there's going to be a statue of Rinty in Cathedral Quarter within the next 2 years. So watch out for that. That's going to be a great day. Thank you.